My beloved child, tonight the silence in your life is louder than thunder. The one you once held close has pulled away, leaving you with a heaviness you can't explain. What you don't see yet is that their distance is not the end, it is a hidden beginning shaped by forces above. The whispers that haunt your heart are not wrong. Something happened behind your back, something so sharp it cut through the bond you trusted. This is why the person you love the most has closed their lips and kept their truth buried. You are not being ignored out of coldness, but protected from words that would have shattered your spirit. In secret, decisions were made, and promises were bent in ways you were never meant to discover. That silence is not rejection, it is a shield, keeping you from breaking completely. But tonight, the shield begins to crack, and the truth is about to spill into your hands. What you will learn is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to open your eyes forever. Their silence is not punishment, it is a secret confession in disguise. The quiet distance you feel has been planned carefully. Every time you replay their last words in your head, you sense the weight they were carrying. They knew one day you would see everything, and that day is drawing closer than you imagine. The person you love is wrestling with guilt. They are not proud of what they did, nor at peace with what they chose. That is why they are hiding, and why the silence lingers like an unhealed wound between you. Do not mistake their silence as emptiness, it is a prison they built for themselves. They are trapped by the fear of losing you completely if the truth comes out. Yet heaven has seen it all, and the cover cannot last any longer. In the next hours, signs will come, through words, through sudden appearances, through unexpected movements. Their silence will break, and when it does, the reason they shut you out will be revealed with shocking clarity. The silence they gave you is heavy because it hides tears you never saw. They cry in moments you will never witness, gripping their chest with regret. Their heart has been burning with words they cannot dare to release. My beloved child, understand this, their distance is not a choice made lightly. They think they are protecting you, but the truth is tearing them apart inside. That is why the silence feels endless, it is the sound of a heart breaking in shadows. You will notice how their presence flickers like a shadow on the wall. Sometimes they come near, then vanish just when you need them most. That is because they are being pulled between truth and fear. Every step they take is haunted by the thought of you finding out. They imagine your eyes, filled with disappointment, and it shatters them more than their own mistakes ever could. That is why they retreat into silence, hoping you never discover the storm. But storms cannot stay hidden forever. The clouds are gathering, and the thunder is ready to roar. Their silence is the calm before lightning splits the sky. The one you love is standing at a crossroads. On one side is the lie they cling to, on the other side is the truth that will break open the silence. They cannot balance between both much longer. You might have felt it already, the strange chills, the sudden heaviness, the restless nights. These are not accidents, they are signs. Heaven is warning you that their silence is not just absence, it is a countdown. And when the countdown ends, their voice will return, but not with comfort. It will carry secrets you were never meant to hear, truths you were never prepared to carry. Yet the time for hiding has ended. Their silence has been the wall between you, but cracks are appearing. Once those cracks spread, everything they buried will rush out like a flood. You will not be able to unhear it once it comes. My beloved child, you will tremble when their confession falls into your ears. It will shake the foundation of what you believed about love. Their silence was not anger, it was shame. Still, heaven has decided you deserve to know. The angels have seen your pain, and they refuse to let you live blind. Their silence can no longer shield the truth. The time is written, the silence is collapsing, and your heart will be forced to see. You will cry, yes, but those tears will become the cleansing you need. What you love is about to transform forever. The silence is no accident, it is a decision that cuts deeper than words. They thought silence would protect both of you, but instead it has built a wall too high to climb. You feel it every day, the invisible barrier keeping love locked away. My beloved child, the reason is darker than you think. They were told something, shown something, that made them doubt their worth in your life. That doubt turned into fear, and fear turned into silence. Do not believe for a second that they stopped caring. Their heart still beats your name in every breath they take. The silence is not rejection, it is a cry trapped inside their soul. Every night, they replay your laughter in their mind. The distance has not erased you, it has made you louder inside them. That is why their silence is breaking them apart more than it breaks you. When someone you love hides in silence, it is never for small reasons. It means a storm of secrets is too heavy for their mouth to carry. And heaven is whispering, the storm is nearly ready to burst. You have noticed the signs, the way they avoid your eyes, the sudden stops in conversation, the excuses that make no sense. All of it points to a truth they cannot say out loud. And still, heaven is preparing you to hear it. Their silence is soaked in guilt. They fear if they speak, you will walk away forever. Yet if they remain silent, they are losing you slowly anyway. The silence will not last much longer. The weight of what they hide is too heavy, and the moment of breaking is already at your doorstep. What they confess will change your nights and mornings forever. My beloved child, heaven never allows darkness to stay hidden forever. That silence you feel is not empty, it is full of secrets pressing to escape. The one you love has been carrying them too long. The angels have watched the tears they shed in private. They have begged for a way out, but silence was their only shield. Now, that shield is splintering under the weight of truth. Prepare yourself, for the moment is closer than you think. The one who has been quiet will soon speak words that echo into your bones. Nothing will be the same once they do. You will finally understand why they withdrew. You will see their pain, their choices, and their regrets laid bare. The silence you once cursed will finally speak its story. The silence is like a locked door, and you are standing on the other side. You keep pressing your ear against it, hoping for even one word. But all you hear is the heavy echo of secrets waiting to break free. My beloved child, their silence is carrying the weight of betrayal and regret. They know that once they open their mouth, nothing will go back to how it was. That is why they hold back, trembling at the thought of losing you. Each day of silence cuts both of you. You suffer in confusion, while they suffer in guilt. Yet both of your hearts are bound by the same invisible chain. Do not be fooled by their absence. Even in silence, their eyes follow you, their heart beats for you, and their soul cannot forget you. The distance is a mask, but behind it is a storm of love and sorrow. There are moments when their silence screams louder than words. The way they avoid your messages, the way they look away when you pass by, it all speaks of an inner war. They are hiding the battlefield inside them. They are afraid of the fire their truth could ignite. Afraid that once spoken, the flames will consume everything between you. So they choose silence, hoping it will calm the storm, but instead it feeds it. My beloved child, heaven has counted every tear you shed in the darkness. None of it has gone unseen. The silence may seem like abandonment, but it is actually the stage being set for revelation. Prepare yourself, because their silence will soon explode into confession. And when it happens, your heart will race, your world will shake, and your path will never be the same again. You are closer to the truth than you think. The silence is already cracking like glass under pressure. One more moment, one more sign, and it will shatter completely. The person you love is reaching their breaking point. Their heart can no longer bear the weight of silence. They will speak, not because they want to, but because heaven has left them no other choice. My beloved child, this is not the end. This is the turning point written long before you felt this pain. The silence was a bridge you had to cross, and on the other side, everything changes. The words they have hidden will finally meet your ears. The silence will dissolve, and the truth will walk into your life like fire in the night. And when it does, you will see why they pulled away all along. Their silence has carved a wound inside your days. You wake up searching for their voice, but all you find is emptiness. That emptiness is their way of speaking without words. My beloved child, silence has always been more dangerous than anger. Anger explodes, but silence suffocates. And this silence is hiding secrets sharp enough to cut through your soul. They wanted to protect you, but in protecting you, they lost themselves. Their love never disappeared, it only grew heavier under the burden of truth. That is why they chose silence, thinking it was mercy. But heaven sees what humans cannot. Heaven knows that silence does not heal, it corrodes. And so, the silence between you is about to be broken open. You may already feel the shift in the air. The strange messages, the sudden movements, the unexpected encounters, none of them are random. They are signs of what's about to come. Every second of silence has been building toward a breaking point. The walls they built cannot last against divine timing. The truth will soon crash through like a storm. My beloved child, you are not losing them. You are being prepared to see them in their rawest form. Their silence is ending because heaven has decided you are ready. And when the silence ends, your world will not look the same. Tears will fall, hearts will tremble, but destiny will finally reveal its design. Their silence has always been a cage. They locked themselves in, thinking it would protect you both. But the keys have rusted, and the door is swinging open. You will hear things that burn your chest. You will see sides of them you never imagined. But the silence breaking is the only way for love to rise again. My beloved child, prepare your spirit. What you thought was distance will prove to be a hidden confession. And what you thought was rejection will reveal itself as fear. Soon, the silence will be nothing but memory. Their words will echo, their truth will spill, and your heart will stand at the edge of transformation. The silence is like a ghost that follows you everywhere. It walks into your room at night, sits beside you, and whispers in your chest. That ghost is the unspoken truth they are too afraid to release. My beloved child, the silence is not empty, it is heavy with memories. Every moment you shared still burns inside them, but guilt wraps it in chains. They cannot bring themselves to speak, even as their soul begs to. You may not see it, but they are breaking in ways you cannot imagine. Their nights are filled with restless turning, their days with forced smiles. They are living two lives, the one you see, and the one they hide. The reason they are silent is because the truth feels dangerous. They believe speaking it will destroy everything. And yet, the silence is destroying them instead. Heaven will not allow this to continue forever. Every hidden word is being pulled closer to the surface. The silence will soon collapse under the weight of destiny. The air around you is shifting for a reason. The people you meet, the sudden emotions you feel, the moments that repeat, these are not coincidences. They are signals that the truth is approaching. My beloved child, brace yourself. The person you love cannot run from this much longer. Their silence is cracking, and through those cracks, the light of truth is breaking in. When the silence finally ends, you will see them completely, flawed, fragile, and trembling. You will hear every reason, every regret, every hidden story. And you will know why they went quiet all this time. The silence is the final test. It is shaping your strength, teaching your patience, and preparing your soul. You are being refined in fire so that when the truth arrives, you will not collapse. My beloved child, they still love you more than anything. That is the reason behind every hidden tear and every sleepless night. Silence is their prison, not their choice. Do not mistake their quietness for absence. They are still here, watching, waiting, hurting. They are tied to you even as they hide. The moment is coming when their silence will be torn apart. Words will fall like thunder, and your heart will shake, but you will survive it, and you will rise stronger. My beloved child, the silence that surrounds you tonight is not an accident. It is a deliberate shadow cast over your heart. And the one who cast it is the very person you never expected to pull away. This person who once smiled at your smallest gestures, who once leaned on you with every breath, has chosen silence as their only answer. They are not gone, but their words are locked away. You feel the ache of it more than you show. The silence is cutting through your days like a blade. You search for their presence in conversations, in laughter, in the world around you. But all you find is absence, a hollow that refuses to be filled. My beloved child, this silence hides something you cannot yet see. It is not emptiness, it is full of secrets. And those secrets are trembling, ready to spill. They are afraid of what will happen if the truth reaches you. Their lips are sealed not because they don't love you, but because their heart is weighed down with guilt. They believe silence will protect you. But heaven has seen their tears. The nights they cry alone, the moments they clutch their chest in regret, all of it has been witnessed. Their silence is not peace, it is punishment. The truth they hide could set them free, yet they choose chains. They cannot face your eyes, because your eyes hold power. The power to forgive or to walk away forever. My beloved child, you deserve the words they withhold. And very soon, the silence they cling to will crack wide open. The silence feels like rejection, but it is not. It is fear disguised as distance. It is shame hidden under quiet nights. Every time they avoid your calls, every time they walk away without a word, they are screaming on the inside. Their silence is louder than thunder. It echoes in ways you cannot ignore. They fear your judgment more than they fear loneliness. They fear losing you more than they fear speaking the truth. That fear is why they have built this wall of silence around you both. But no wall can stand forever. Even the thickest silence crumbles under the pressure of truth. And heaven has decreed that this silence is almost at its end. The days ahead will test your strength. The quiet that surrounds you will not remain. What was hidden will find its way to your ears. My beloved child, when the silence breaks, it will not whisper. It will roar like a storm, tearing open your heart. You will finally see why they turned away. The truth will sting like fire, but it will also free you. For silence was never meant to be your destiny. You were meant to hear, to know, and to rise. And as the silence shatters, you will step into a season of clarity you never thought possible. The one you love is chained by their own regrets. They replay their mistakes in the silence of every night. They hear your voice in their mind, and it breaks them again and again. My beloved child, they are not silent because they forgot you. They are silent because they cannot forgive themselves. They believe silence is the only way to keep from breaking you. But silence is cruel. It leaves scars deeper than words. And those scars are now crying out to be healed. The silence is ending. Their mouth will open, their eyes will weep, and their soul will finally tell you what it has carried for so long. You will not be left in the dark forever. The truth is walking toward you like footsteps echoing in a quiet hall. Each second brings it closer. My beloved child, prepare yourself. When silence breaks, it does not return gently. It comes with force, with emotion, with the weight of everything unsaid. The secrets they buried will rise like smoke from ashes. They will confess what they never thought they could. And your heart will tremble in both pain and release. The silence will not win. Truth always finds its way. And when it does, your soul will breathe again. The silence they have given you is heavy, like chains wrapped around your chest. Every moment without their voice feels like a punishment you never deserved. And yet, behind that silence is a truth screaming to come out. My beloved child, they are not at peace. The weight of what they hide is crushing them daily. Their eyes carry a storm, but their lips refuse to release it. They thought that staying quiet would shield you from pain. But silence only creates more pain than words ever could. It is tearing apart both your soul and theirs. Soon, their heart will not be able to contain it. The silence will collapse like glass under pressure. And when it does, the truth will arrive with a force you cannot ignore. The distance you feel is not rejection. It is fear, disguised as quietness. A fear so deep that they would rather lose themselves than lose you. My beloved child, heaven has watched the nights you spent wondering why. The tears you wiped alone were counted. And none of them were in vain. Every unanswered call, every unanswered message, was a decision made with trembling hands. They were not ignoring you out of coldness, but out of shame. Their silence is their confession. But confessions cannot stay hidden forever. They rise like smoke through cracks, until the whole world can smell the fire. Their truth is on its way to you. You may think their silence is endless, but it is nearing its end. The angels are moving, the threads of destiny are weaving. What is hidden will soon be exposed. My beloved child, when the silence breaks, you must be strong. For the words you will hear will pierce your spirit. But they will also free you. The one you love is not gone. They are waiting for courage to take hold of them. That courage is already at their door. And very soon, you will hear the voice that has been locked away. Not with excuses, but with trembling truths that change everything. The silence has been long, but it is not forever. It has been a waiting room, preparing your soul for what must come. The doors of revelation are about to open. My beloved child, you have endured the quiet storm. You have carried the ache of not knowing. And now, heaven is ready to fill that silence with clarity. Do not fear the truth that will rise. Even if it shakes your world, it will set you free from the endless guessing. The silence will no longer haunt you. Soon, the person you love will speak. And when they do, every piece of their silence will finally make sense. Their silence has been like a locked diary, hidden away where no one can read. Inside it are pages full of mistakes, regrets, and unspoken love. You were never meant to read them, but heaven has decided you must. My beloved child, their quietness is not the end of the story. It is only the pause before the revelation. The silence is building a stage for truth to be performed. They know that the moment they open their mouth, your world will change. That is why they hold back, trembling at the thought of your reaction. Yet destiny is stronger than fear. The silence has stretched as far as it can. It has reached its breaking point. Very soon, the floodgates will open. In their silence, they replay every memory with you. They hear your laughter echoing in their mind, and it hurts more than any punishment. Because they know they are the ones who created this distance. My beloved child, their guilt is heavy, but their love is heavier. That is why they cannot fully walk away. Even in silence, their soul is still tied to you. They imagine your face if you ever learn the truth. They fear your eyes turning cold, your heart turning away. That fear has chained their words inside them. But heaven is breaking those chains. The silence will soon burst like thunder after lightning. And the truth will finally find its way to your ears. The reason they are quiet is not because they forgot you. They remember you every moment, in every corner of their life. Silence is the only weapon they have left to fight their own shame. My beloved child, this silence is not your punishment. It is their struggle, their war, their regret. You have been dragged into their storm without ever asking for it. But storms do not last forever. Clouds break, light returns, and silence is shattered. The truth is already rising, unstoppable. When you hear it, your heart will shake. But you will finally understand what they were hiding all this time. The silence is reaching its last breath. It cannot survive much longer. The truth is knocking at your door. My beloved child, you are chosen to know what others were never supposed to. The angels are guiding this moment closer. Heaven will not allow you to be kept in the dark any longer. Prepare yourself, for the silence is ending. Words will soon take its place, heavy and raw. And once spoken, they cannot be taken back. This is the turning point. The silence has carried you here, but now it must break apart forever. The silence has been eating away at their spirit. Each day they stay quiet, they lose another piece of themselves. But still, they believe silence is safer than truth. My beloved child, this is not strength, it is weakness disguised. They fear your reaction more than they trust your love. That fear has built the walls between you. But heaven never allows false walls to last forever. What is hidden in the dark will always find light. And the silence is already trembling like glass before it shatters. Soon, you will stand face to face with the truth. Their eyes will lower, their voice will shake, and every secret will spill into the open. The silence has been long, but it was never permanent. It was only a waiting room, a pause written into your story. Now the clock is striking the hour of revelation. My beloved child, do not fear what is coming. Though it may sting, it is necessary for your destiny. This silence has prepared you to carry the truth. The one you love has tried to run from it, but they cannot hide any longer. Their own soul is crying out, demanding release. Heaven has tightened the rope of fate around them. When their silence breaks, it will feel like a storm hitting the earth. You will tremble, but you will also finally see clearly. Their silence is not the end, it is the doorway. And that doorway is opening, whether they are ready or not. The truth has already begun to leak through the cracks. My beloved child, the angels are with you. They know how heavy this journey has been. They have carried your tears into the heavens and written your pain into the sky. The silence that once tortured you will soon transform into answers. Each word spoken will light a fire of clarity inside you. And your life will never look the same again. The one you love cannot escape this moment. Their silence is dying, and their truth is being born. The silence will not win, my beloved child. It is fading, slipping, unraveling with every second. You will not be left in confusion forever. The person who withheld their words will soon stand before you trembling. Their lips will finally open, and every fear they hid will come rushing out. You will feel the weight of it, but you will not fall. The time is written. The silence is finished. And your destiny is about to shift into the light.